Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Titanfall.
It's on the way. Stand by for Titanfall.
As I'm sure a lot of you are aware, Titanfall has been making gaming headlines all week. It's been launching in the US and Korea and Japan and all the rest of the countries in the world, and is coming out for the UK on the 14th, which is tomorrow. I managed to get a pre-order, downloaded it, installed it. Oh, and the download, 50 gigabytes is the PC file, 17 on the Xbox One, and 34 of those gigabytes for the PC is just audio. It's just audio. It's got something to do with low-end PCs not having to unpack or uncompress audio files whilst the game's running, and it lets it run a bit smoother. Whereas the Xbox One, it's already got software on it that unpacks and uncompresses audio files. So yeah, I thought I'd make a quick video, just giving you my first impressions on the game. I didn't play the beta, so these are quite literally first impressions. Okay, so first things first. Everyone says Titanfall is a clone of Call of Duty, and you'd have to agree with that opinion. I mean, it's a first-person shooter. Call of Duty is a first-person shooter. I mean, some of the guys who worked on the original Modern Warfare series made this game, so I mean, yep, it's probably going to feel a little bit like Call of Duty. But apart from the gunplay and a little bit, some of the movement being very similar to Call of Duty, you have to give this game credit for being extremely bold in what it's doing. It's a multiplayer only title, so you need the internet to play this game. And it doesn't have kill streaks. You are the kill streak, which is something I like. You know, you get kills and you call in your Titan, and then you just fuck shit up. As similar to Call of Duty, it has the OP I win button, which it just seems like every game that is a first-person shooter needs an I win button.
Stand by for Titanfall.
So enough of comparing this game to Call of Duty, let's just talk about this game on its own. This is Titanfall, not Call of Duty. It's a completely different game, and it offers you a completely different experience through the pilot's movement and what he can do. I mean, sometimes I just prefer to run around as a pilot and have my Titan follow me, killing grunts and, you know, engaging enemy Titans. So at the moment, it currently has 6 game modes. Well, no, 5, excluding the variety pack, which is just a cycle of different game modes. There's attrition, hardpoint domination, which is domination, capture the flag, pilot hunter, self-explanatory, and last Titan stand-in, which is also self-explanatory. I've had a good few games on all of those, and I mean, I looked at last Titan stand-in and I thought that could be a bit boring, you know, because you only get one Titan. They're not the strongest, but you know, they're not the weakest. I mean, if you've got 2 Titans on one Titan, you're gonna die. But yeah, they've actually balanced it really well, and last Titan stand-in is actually a really fun mode to play if you play it conservatively and, you know, keep out of the way when you need to keep out of the way. Pilot hunter also is very good fun. You just run around killing enemy pilots. You still get XP and all of that for killing grunts, but you're not going to go up the scoreboard for killing grunts. So yeah, each pilot has an anti-Titan weapon. So far I think there's 4. This I'm using in the gameplay now is the mag launcher. It fires magnetic grenades. It's the one I've been having the most fun with. The Sidewinder fires mini missiles. Doesn't do much damage, but it certainly grabs their attention. You've got the arc launcher. I think it's called the arc launcher, which is a rocket launcher. and there is the arc welder, I believe. I might be wrong about that, I'm not sure I've got those names right. But the other one, the final one, is just a charge-up rifle, which you charge up and fire. There's also pilot ordnance, which is just your frag grenades. You can have arc grenades, which fire like an electric pulse. My current favourite are the satchel charges, which is pretty much C4. You can throw these satchel charges a ridiculously long way, and then you can quickly detonate it with double tapping E, and it works pretty much just like the C4. One of my favourite things to do is to rodeo a Titan, rip the cover off, chuck 2 satchel charges on the brains, jump off, detonate, and you know, you can do a lot of damage that way.
One of our units just took hardpoint Charlie. Hardpoint Bravo is going down. Get over there. Pilots, we're losing badly, but we still have time to regain control of the situation. We just lost Bravo.
Now, as far as weapon choices go, it's fairly limited. There's only 13 different weapons you can choose for. I believe it's 13. I saw that number knocking around on the internet somewhere. But I think it's okay for now. I mean, I'd like to see more weapons in there in the future, but at the moment there is a weapon for each situation you're in, so I mean, they've got you covered there. Most of the weapons feel pretty good. There's pretty much no recoil whatsoever. In fact, some of them give you higher accuracy based on how long you're firing for. Obviously, as well as the gunplay being similar to that Call of Duty game, you do get perks in a way. You have what they call a tactical ability. As you can see, there's also an arc mine, which works along the same lines as the arc grenade. You throw it down and it detonates when it detects enemy movement. That could be pilots, grunts, titans, whatever.
The uprank's down. Clear out the hostiles in the area. They're interfering with the signal. 25%. 75%. Halfway to securing the hard point.
Now, Titan loadouts. There are currently 6 available Titan weapons. Obviously, you have to unlock them with your level. There's chain guns, a railgun, a charge rifle, explosive ammo, and all of that. You know, that lovely jubbly stuff. There's also Titan abilities, such as the Vortex Shield, which you've obviously seen in trailers and gameplays, and the Particle Shield, which is my personal favourite. It places down a shield which you can shoot through, but the enemy Titans can't shoot you. There are a lot more abilities and weapons that you can get for your Titans and pilots, but I mean, I'm not going to tell you everything in one video, because then none of you will go and play the game. I'm sure you probably still will, but yeah. So, my final verdict on the Titanfall game. Is it worth your money? I'd say so, depending where you buy it. If you buy it from Origin, then probably no, because I know they're charging about £45 for it. I don't know how they can justify that, as it's online only. Personally, I'd suggest you go to a CD key site and see if they've got any there. I managed to get mine for £25. So, yeah, there's still hope for getting cheap games. But yeah, it's definitely a game everyone should have a go at playing. I mean, I think this is probably the game that a lot of people have been waiting for, just to change up from the general first-person shooter rules of, you know, Call of Duty, Battlefield and all of that. It's nice, refreshing, and way too much fun. way too much fun. I could play this game for hours, and I probably will. Anyway, I've been the Major. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all of that stuff. I'm sure I'll have more Titanfall videos. Yeah. Take it easy, guys.